Happy Valentine's Day to everyone, and, you know, this is the most pointless holiday of all time, but really, who cares? And every year now I want to review some film with an anniversary. This is not part of my classic movie review thing. This month it's going to be a different film, well, much more classic. But this one I'm going to do one that came out in 2005, yes. Although it was a limited release, December 23rd, 2005, or at least in Canada or the US. It came out in 2006. It is a 2005 movie, and that is Brokeback Mountain, directed by Ang Lee. I'm going to try to avoid spoilers in this review, so if you haven't seen the film, I really suggest you go see it. It is literally a masterpiece, one of the best romance films of all time. But I'm going to try to avoid it. There may be a part where I go into spoilers, but I'm going to try not to. So Brokeback Mountain, what makes it so good? Well, one of the best things about the film is that within the first like half an hour, something like that, we really get a sense of location when these two men are kind of out there. We get tons of shots of them hurdling sheep, I think, and just beautiful shots of just the landscape, and the film truly looks amazing. And these two lead performances by Heath Ledger, rest in peace, and Jake Gyllenhaal are two of their best performances, I think. This one also won 3 Oscars, which it definitely deserved. That of Adapted Screenplay, Best Score, and Best Director, which is fantastic because Ang Lee directed the hell out of this movie. It's very character-based, especially on Heath Ledger's character. And although Jake Gyllenhaal's character, Jack, is very, like, he's a great character, very great performance, it's mostly focused on Heath Ledger stuff, and he shows the passing of time through hair, the age of certain kids in the film, facial hair too, and just kind of outfits, and that really helps with the film. The scene you're probably thinking of when you hear Brokeback Mountain is the famous "we're out here in Brokeback Mountain" scene, and that truly, I think, probably is the best scene in the film. But another one of my favorites, as I rewatch the film, I've now seen the film twice, is there's a dinner scene between Jake Gyllenhaal, Anne Hathaway, who's very good in this, and her dad, and he keeps turning on the TV, and then turns it off, and then turns it on, and he's like, "You sit down, you old son of a bitch," and it just really shows just the hidden emotion in some of these characters. They have to hide who they truly are, because this is in, or at least a part of this, is in 1975, I think. It's before being gay and stuff was like allowed, I think, in the States. I'm pretty sure it was illegal something back then. It's so dumb, but and they hide so much emotion, and then when a certain thing happens, maybe an hour in, and a character sees something happening, you're like, oh, I see how it is, and then we get some emotion between them. But this scene also, it's very sad, like insanely sad, the ending, but there's one scene in particular, and it reminds me a lot of a scene in Goodfellas. I'm going to post a thing on Instagram about it. I'll put 3 spoiler warnings, so just in case you haven't seen one of the films. And that is that one of the scenes towards the ending, it's in the last 15 minutes, is a lot like a scene in Goodfellas. I won't explain it, but there was a shot in the film, and normally if I saw this in a film, it wouldn't disturb me that much, but it's the context of the film, and it's certain person's death. I won't say who, won't say main character, side character, whatever, I won't say who, but there's a death in the film, and just, it's the reaction that's given. It's one shot in particular that was on my 10 shots that make me feel thing on Instagram, with a character looking, and he kind of does up a button on a shirt, I think, or undoes it, and looks at this picture, and just that, and towards the ending, it's just this really dreadful kind of sad scenes of just, you see something on a sleeve that happened before in a fight, you see the blood, and it's just, you recall the memories as this character is doing the same thing, and that's what's so great about Ang Lee and this film. This is one of my favorite films of the 2000s, I'm not even kidding. It's honestly a masterpiece. It is so well made, and some of the things are so subtle, and the way that we catch on of what some of the characters are thinking or feeling throughout the entire film is so impressive. This film is really impressive. I love the little conversations between Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger, and just the film also looked really good, as a lot of it is outside, so I'm pretty sure they probably shot it in mostly natural light. I don't think it's on sets. Maybe some of the things were, like, you know, the inside house scenes, something like that. I'm not sure, I don't know the behind the scenes of this, but this film is honestly great. It's something everyone should check out at least once in their lifetime. It is basically a classic already. It's a romance classic, I think, even though it came out 15 years ago. The way they shift tone in this film is very good, because there are jokes, there are sexual scenes, there are insanely sad scenes, and it's not just the ending that's sad. There's scenes leading up and when certain characters learn stuff about other characters and their reaction, and you see that not everyone's okay, and a story that Heath Ledger tells about him when he's 9. It's just all these stories, they really tug at your heart, and this film really is honestly one of the saddest films I've ever seen. I think it's between this and The Green Mile for the 2 saddest films I've ever seen. And I'm not even kidding, Brokeback Mountain is a great film and definitely deserves an A+. I really hope this video is getting out on Valentine's Day. I have to go somewhere for 4 hours in the car ride, so I should be able to at least either edit it at home or on the car ride because we're leaving soon. I don't know when. But I really hope I get the video out because where we're going doesn't have great Wi-Fi, but it should be out on Valentine's Day. And if you have a Valentine, good job. But if you're someone like me, also even better job. You're probably going to have more fun. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put that in. Yeah, that's saying it. Thank you all for watching again. Comment down some of your favorite romance films. What are some that you watch every single Valentine's Day or something around this time of year? You know, it's nothing like Christmas or Halloween or something where you watch a Christmas film or a scary film. But it's fun to at least watch one. Just don't watch Twilight. I'll see you guys next time. Over and out.